right, guys, so that was Car Guys and Coffee season opener. I hope you like these little edits that I'm doing. I'm trying to get better at it, but there's definitely going to be a lot more car meets and car shows that we're going to be going to that I will be documenting for you guys, but I thought it was pretty good turnout. I'm doing these car meets once a month, so we'll definitely be attending every single month. That was actually our first time there, and honestly, I couldn't have been happier. There's so many cool cars there and stuff that you don't really see that often, but I like documenting this kind of stuff, and I hope you guys like watching this kind of stuff. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about my 2007 Impreza. I bought this car as a daily for my WRX that I had. It was nice. It's a good gas saver, you know. But now I'm turning it into a sound quality competition car. And I kind of just wanted to explain and go over a few things that I was going to be doing to this car. So I recently just got the roof painted. I had to take this wing off because they painted the top of the hatch and then the whole roof. See that flake in there? It's looking real nice. I have to get tint on my windshield again, but if you guys see this thing in the background and the interior is all torn apart, it's actually kind of in shambles right now, so I'll show you what we got going on. All right, so we're going to be taking off the door cards and putting some sound deadening in here because, like I said, this is going to be an audio car. So I have the headliner out. The only thing that's still in here are my seats, to be honest. Got the back seat out of it. Trunk is fully out here. I'll just show you from the trunk view. It's a lot easier this way. But right now the trunk is gutted and we're putting this black sound deadening stuff in here, basically to absorb the droniness of the metal. So I went all around here, all on the shock towers, all here. Anywhere you see right here, it's also on the back side of this piece. So it's back up behind here, down in here, as far forward as I can reach. Same thing on this side. It's right here on this back side of this, all the way far forward as I can reach. Bunch of it right here, a lot of it on the ceiling. I'm going to be making a custom box and everything to hold the sub and all the amps and everything like that. Looking at the door, we're going to get rid of the 6-inch speaker. We're going to upgrade that to an 8. And then we're also custom making some A-pillars to have 4-inch speakers. And then my little sail panels, I don't have the trim pieces, but there's going to be a little 2-inch tweeter sitting in there. So when the store is shut, tweeter's going to be sitting right here. And then the 4-inch speaker's probably going to be sitting more in this left corner. Same thing on the passenger side. But now, currently, what we're doing is putting all this sound deadening in the door. But as you can see, we got linkage and window regulators and everything that you put your hand in here and you cut your hand on. So basically the entire point of this is going to be helping with the flex of the metal with the bass, and also to help rattles that you'll be hearing, or will hopefully not be hearing, from the inside of the vehicle as we're listening to this stuff. So the more time that you spend doing all of this now in the beginning, when everything is out and it's easy to get to, is definitely going to help us in the long run, instead of putting everything in and taking it back out to put something else somewhere that we hear a rattle. So I'm just trying to do as much coverage as I possibly can on this stuff to ensure that there's going to be no rattles in the future. I mean, there probably still will be, but they're not going to be as severe as if I didn't go this heavily with the sound deadening and stuff. So we have to do this right rear door, passenger front door, and just the tiniest little bit left in the driver front door. And that's probably it until we start making these door cards fit the 8-inch speakers. As you can see, these cut out not very much, so we're gonna have to fully cut this out and extend it and Bondo it. And I have a plan to get the door cards and A-pillars and everything upholstered so they all match and they all look awesome. But yeah, let's get to sound deadening. So this is what we're doing to the whole car. As you can see, inside the door panels, everything. This is the most time consuming part ever and painful on your shoulders, and my hands are cut. Alright guys, this is going to be the end of this video. If you did like this Cars and Coffee, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. We worked on my Impreza just a little bit. I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek as to what we were doing. There is going to be a ton more content if you guys like that kind of stuff for the Impreza. There's also going to be plenty of more car shows in the near future as the weather gets nicer and everything. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one.